Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And today we're going to talk about the different reversal patterns because there were two good examples that we can study of reversal patterns. And I'm going to show you guys what today I was looking at when the day started. We started with this downtrend. You can see this is the new high for the day and prices pushed through EMA and we made a second swing. And this was the swing that I used to draw this trend line. And trend line got instantly confirmed with this third swing right here. But you can see we're making lower highs, lower lows. Each new high is lower than the previous one. We pushed below EMA. EMA is pointing lower. Everything is closing below EMA. So this is a downtrend. And it is very important for us to identify what is going on the left side of the chart in order for us to successfully identify what's probably going to happen on the right side of the chart that is yet unknown. We have the first break of this bearish downtrend. So people were selling at this point, and this is the first break of this downtrend. But this is still way too early for us to go short because there's a trend line rule. After break of a trend line, there's going to be a retest of a new extreme, and we make a push to a new low. We make a little bit correction and another new leg to a new low. So we had two big moves to a new low. And at this point on, we have a break and a new low, but it's still way too early to go long here because at this point on, you're just picking bottoms. And even though it would have worked for a scalp, picking bottoms, this is a losing strategy because you never know what's going to happen next. It may easily push one or few ticks lower below your bar and then reverse and go up exactly where you thought it was going to go. So even though you have a break and a new low, this is still way too early and smart traders are not going to go long here yet. So don't pick bottoms, wait for the higher probability setups. And this is the new low right here. So at this point on, after break and a new two legs to a new extreme, I'm expecting correction or possibly reversal. I'm looking for reasons to go long here. And we pushed through the EMA. You can see how EMA is putting no resistance here. It looks like the EMA is not even there almost. Let me zoom in a little bit. And we have a new low right here, pull back. First entry short that instantly failed. All the people that went short right here, that sold right here, instantly were forced to buy back their orders. And a second entry short. And the first bar after second entry short is this bullish reversal bar that is holding, and the EMA is holding prices. So this is a good sign that after second entry short, the first bar is exactly bullish reversal bar. This is telling me there's a lot of people willing to go long here. And this is the high probability setup. This is called a reversal pattern. After break of a current downtrend and a new low, the reversal pattern is characterized by two failed attempts in the previous trend's direction. So there were two attempts for people who are wanting to sell the market, but these people, they want to sell market way too late. They were scared to go short here and here while we were in this downtrend, while we were looking to make a new extreme. And now that we have a new extreme, all these people now are going short way too late. So this is how we can capitalize on this, and we are looking for reasons to go long. So here we have two attempts by those people, probably don't know what they're doing. They shorted this market and instantly reversed on them. So this is a second entry short that failed. EMA is holding prices, and this is the good reversal pattern. Take a note how close the second entry is to the first entry. It happened right after the first entry, and there is not enough time to pass in between. And notice how we are so close to the EMA. EMA is holding prices, and we didn't close below the EMA. Yeah, the wicks closed below the EMA, but the bodies that's what count, and bodies closed above the EMA. So EMA is strongly holding prices here, and we didn't move that much higher. And this is the second reversal pattern. We have this downtrend working lower. We have a break. New low, a little bit of consolidation, and again one last leg to new low. They probably needed to trap a few more shorts before the institutions took this market higher. But this is the new low, pullback. First entry, you push the EMA, so this is a good sign, good first sign of a reversal pattern. First entry short that failed on those people who want to go short. Second entry short that failed, but notice how you're far away from EMA. Notice the gap between the second entry and the first entry. And notice how far up we have already moved. The higher we move, the less there's a chance that the reversal pattern is going to work. Obviously, it worked here for a scalp as well because the price action rules, they work. This is why I try to teach you guys. That's why it worked, but it's not perfect setup. I'm just going to mark it because we're talking about this. This is not a good setup to enter. Just I want you guys to know that we're talking about this. So this is the good one. This is the high probability setup that I like, because some of you guys, you emailed me and asked me about these reversal patterns. So take a look how far away the second entry is from the first one, how far away you are from EMA, and we already move way too up higher. This is a much better reversal pattern. This is very high probability. The second entry happened right after the first entry. There is a very little gap, very little time that has passed in between. We're very close to EMA. EMA is hugging and holding prices strongly here. And we didn't move that much higher. We just pushed above the EMA and pulled back on the EMA. EMA is now holding. Here, it still classifies as a reversal pattern, but it's a little bit more aggressive. So this is what I tell traders, that not to take every reversal pattern, even though this is still legit reversal pattern. It's just not that perfect. But nevertheless, you can see how reversal pattern happened right here. Key entry point, high probability setup. This is what we are looking for. The prices traded up higher, break, and prices just kept on going. And there are no way for us to enter right here, because these are not high probability setups. We are looking for second entries at key entry points, and we cannot just go long here at the very highs. You just have to watch this go without you. You have a new high right here, pull back first entry long, pull back second entry long, that failed. But I don't think you want to countertrend trend yet, because this looks so strong, so bullish. You're coming off the higher trend line, and you're probably feeling it. Because there's a first swing, pull back, second swing. You're probably feeling there may be upper channel, some sort of trend line. But still, it was way too early to go short. And I didn't mark this setup yet. It set the key entry, but this just set up the trend line. You really couldn't find this trend line early enough, because I was using this swing to try to find it, but this was way too steep. But once we got confirmed here, and we have a first entry short, and you can see the trend line is still holding prices. If this trend line wasn't valid, we would have broke the trend line and sold off lower. But you can see this is the higher low of this low. So this is just a little bit of pullback, and I like this setup because the trend line now got confirmed, and we're at the key entry point. We close above the EMA, so it is worth taking. And you can see once again prices right up higher, and there are no really setups according to our rules to take, because you're not working lower. You have to let this correction play out. You have to respect it. You have a break, new low, so you're potentially looking to make a new high of this bigger uptrend, because this is the first break of this bigger uptrend. So we're looking, the rules are telling us there's going to be a retest of a new extreme. But you can see how we try to make it above the EMA, instantly push down lower, once more try, push down lower. So they needed to try a few more shorts before they take it up higher. And now you can see how we rallied up through the EMA, the reversal pattern we talked about. But still, I want you guys to be patient here. You are far away from EMA. This is the new high. Pull back, first entry long, pull back, second entry long. There we go. Second entry long, two-legged pullback, second entry long at the EMA, key entry point, and potentially at the trend line. So two key entry points are merging together, and they are definitely merging here. New high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long at the key EMA, at the key entry point. We are in an uptrend. We are looking to make a new high. This shortened trend line is valid. All the reasons that we are looking for, very high probability setup, and a lot of smart traders are going long here. We have a break, new high, and this is where I took my loser today. And the reason what I was looking at first entry short, second entry short that failed, big bullish bar. But my mistake here was I went long way too early after this new extreme, because the rules are telling us this after a break of a trend line is going to be new extreme, and after that prices may straight up reverse or go into consolidation, go into a little bit of correction. And you can see I didn't really give this correction much room. Look how close my trade is to the next new high. This is so close. I didn't really give the market a breather here, and I tried to go long way too early. After break there's a new high, and then market's gonna correct. So I was really jumping the gun here, and you can see why, even though this strategy works really well, sometimes you will just get a little mental pullback, setback, and you will take a stupid trade. I was really relying on this uptrend to kind of carry it for me. But you know, nothing in trading, nobody's gonna give you anything in trading. You have to earn everything the hard way. And I was trying to not pay that much attention. I was trying to, you know, get a little bit lucky here, and it's not gonna happen in trading. I have to keep being on the toes all the time. So this trade is way too close to the new high, way too close. I need to give it a little bit more breather. And I took the second trade, and these are not good trades to take, but I want to be fully transparent with you guys so you guys can see what I was thinking at the time. This is the new low, first entry short, second entry short. We're coming off the lows of a potential trading range, and my bar looked a little bit better. My bar was a little bit smaller, and I had bullish body here. After you refresh a chart, sometimes the tick charts, the bars will change a little bit. But this is a two failed attempts, failed second entry short. We pushed above the EMA. EMA is holding prices, and I was probably a little bit of a revenge trading. I wanted to give my money back because this was pretty big loser because this bar was way too big. But you know, to be honest with you, I don't think it is smart to be taking these longs, because still you're way too close to the new low, and you have to give it a little bit more breather. Once we made this double top right here, this is where I figured that this trading range is definitely valid. You have a new high right here, so double top. Once again, we are looking for reasons to short this market, and the best way to short this is wait for trapped second entries. First entry long, pullback, second entry long. And notice how we close below EMA, and at the very close of the bar traded up higher, and at the very close of the bar instantly reversed, and traders started to selling this market, and at the very close the market sold off this time, and we ended up with this bearish reversal bar. But this bar was way too big, and I really, you know, wasn't feeling entering such a big bar. But once we trap even more bulls right here, and once again we close below the EMA, perfect trap. We're coming off the top, we're going here probably because this is a trading range. I tried to enter here, and my limit order didn't get filled, unfortunately. But this is a good trap. This is a very good trap. And you know, you can see market went into this trading range. We broke a little bit lower and got back in the trading range. And we are, well, the market is actually moving fairly quickly. The volatility is increasing, but there were not that many trades according to our rules, the high probability ones. You just have to sit this one out. But fortunately, the market was moving fairly quickly. And yeah, so just study the reversal patterns. These are not the best ones, but they are valid. But this is the ones that I really like, very close to the EMA. And you know, we didn't make that big of a move, because the further you move up, the same thing right here, you have a first entry short, pullback, second entry short, but you already made a gigantic move. You're far away from EMA. These are not the best ones, but they work, you know, either way. So hopefully this video was helpful to you guys. Hopefully you guys had a good trading day today. I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Stay safe. Bye guys.